Yo, what's up, everybody? Aloha, this is John coming at you from Kawela Motors once again. It's been a little while since seeing you guys last, but I felt it was real important to address this situation with the restart process. It's something that's come across my feed a number of times over and over, and people always have the same questions, and hopefully I can answer some of those questions in a video because I'm a video kind of guy, and I maybe can lay some of those questions to rest and actually show you how to do it rather than just showing you a picture. One thing I must say, guys, please, if your bike is under warranty and if you have it bought in the UK or the US or wherever you have it, if your bike is under warranty, this reset process is not going to void your warranty, but it's basically your first check in the field when you have an issue. Now you want to do this first before anything else, and you may need to do it multiple times, but if you get the result and it works, great. If you do this process and it doesn't work, don't start ripping up your bike. Take it to the dealer, let them diagnose it, and if they need to do a warranty issue for some parts, let them do that. Let them take care of that for you. But this reset process is a very good first line of defense to get yourself out of the trail or just to continue enjoying your day. All right, so with that said, let's get into it. All right, gang. So before we get into the whole reset process, let me say this reset process is not in your user manual. So don't go looking for it in there. It's not in there. But if let's take a few minutes and I'll put it up on the screen here. And this is generally the instructions for the electric motion reset process. Now I'll go into a little more detail of the symptoms and what needs to be done. But take a look, take a screenshot if you need to of this process here. Learn to do it, and there's no harm in doing it when the bike is normal. Like if the bike is working perfectly fine, by doing this reset process once in a while to recalibrate your sensor, there should be no harm to the bike. So learn it, make it something that you have in your back pocket when you need it. All right, so first things first, let me give you a little example. When the bike has the issue, and you may experience this, what happens is when we give it throttle, when our bike is on, the tire tends to do this, tends to do a little jerky motion. It's as if it's locking up and the motor is doing one of these. It's not spinning, it's not progressing. And if you pull the throttle, and this is one to me, I guess, like an indication that you have this issue, is when you don't have the throttle on, the tire will spin. The minute you give it throttle, the tire will lock up. And it will be as if you have the regen braking on for those of you who have a PRB on your Escape or your ePure Lite or Sport, or for those who have the Escape R and the ePure Race, you have the FRB, which is the fixed regenerative brake. Now, if you have the bike on a stand and you have your FRB, that will lock the wheel up and you'll get a similar effect. I'm really not too sure why this happens. It's something to do with the sensor, and the sensor is right here. So behind this plate, there's actually two screws here under the sticker. So if you do need to remove this cover for whatever reason, of course, remember to remove the sticker and take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. Don't try to take 4 off and then rip this cover off. It's not going to work out well for you. So there's a sensor back here, and that sensor fits into the motor, and that is what spins with the motor as it progresses and gives you that drive. This sensor wire is directly hooked up to the controller. And instead of talking about it, let me just show you. Now this is the sensor we are talking about. Now under the cover, there is a plug here, which you want to disconnect. And the sensor may be silicone adhered to this plastic piece. So again, if you do take this off, do not rip it off. Okay, there's a rubber gasket here, which makes it very waterproof to the motor, because this directly goes into the motor, and this is what spins and helps the bike progress. The sensor may get out of calibration, and this reset process is a bypass from our throttle here to actually make the motor spin. The tire will turn. That will recalibrate this spinning part on the sensor, and then we're back to where we want to be, which is riding and having fun. So let me show you how to do that. All right, starting with our bike off, right? First of all, we're going to get our bike off the ground. We're going to take the rear wheel and make sure it's off the ground. If you're in the shop, that's great. You have a stand. If we're in the field, find a log, find a rock, something that we can just elevate the wheel off, okay? That's first things first. Next thing is we turn our battery on. And of course, we have a neutral light. We have our key. That's very important, okay? And then before we touch anything else, what we want to do is we want to get our map button and we want to hold the map button. Now, time varies from bike to bike. Some bikes go into it quick, some bikes take a little bit extra time, but it should be around 20 to 30 seconds. So what we'll do is we'll take the map button and we'll press it and hold it. Now watch the white light. It's going to take a little bit, but we're just holding the button. We're not letting go. You'll hear one beep. And like I mentioned, the tire is spinning freely. It's going to do this 3 times. And all the while, the red light is blinking. Okay? That was 2 times. And now one more time. And that's it. Goes back to white. Now, if everything goes correctly and we have successfully recalibrated our sensor here, we'll just simply select the map. Goes into green, blue, or red. And the bike is working fine. Why does the sensor get out of calibration like I mentioned just earlier? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly why. But personally, I've had this issue one time with 2020 model, and with the simple recalibration process, problem solved, and I was on my way. Yeah. Now, if you do that process, you may need to do it once, you may need to do it twice, but try that first. If that doesn't solve your problem immediately, like I said, again, if your bike is 2021 and if your bike is still under warranty, do not mess with it. Take it to the dealer and they will help you diagnose it. Maybe you're doing something wrong. They can check it out. They can try the reset process themselves. And if it is a sensor issue, then they'll take care of it for you. Now, like I said, it's very rare, but it's possible, right? But let the dealer make that decision. Don't start ripping it open and possibly voiding your warranty. That will not be good, especially because the parts aren't necessarily cheap. You know, if it's under warranty, let it be. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for checking us out. Like again, please like and subscribe if you like the content. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments block. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm trying to get all your comments, and I like posting videos. It's just been a little bit short on time. But thanks once again, guys, and always remember, be safe. For all you guys out in the snow, I'm glad to hear that the snow is melting and now you have mud, but pretty soon it's going to be summer, full blast, and you can enjoy these amazing bikes. Till then, next time, guys, ahui ho, and always ride with aloha.